Welcome back to Lake Wales, Florida, and ESPN's coverage of the PBA Women's Series Showdown presented by the USBC. Time now for our Lumber Liquidators Know the Wood, and it's a cheetah oil pattern today, Randy.
Yes, it is, Rob. 36 feet in length. Walter Ray hates this oil pattern because it says it's adult bumper bowling. The outside part of the lane very, very dry. Players will move in to find a little bit of oil. I happen to love this oil pattern because I won my last title on cheetah.
That would make sense. 36 feet, high risk, high reward on this one, and there will be a lot of risks going on with the Johnny Petraglia scoring system, and we take a look at match number one, our three contestants. We begin with number one seed Carolyn Dorin-Ballard taking on Jodi-Woessner and Wendy-Macpherson, and then match number two following this one, Michelle-Feldman, Stefanie-Nation, and Missy-Bellinder. And joining us in the booth, Hall of Famer Johnny Petraglia, recently voted the 16th greatest bowler in PBA history. Johnny, looking forward to having you with us. We're going to get in a little further, deeper, more details about how you actually came up with this scoring system, but we begin with Carolyn Dorin-Ballard. So that is one.
That is one, and if they keep striking like that, it'll be really easy to keep score here, Rob.
Perfect game is a 10. Now, what was the impetus to coming up with this scoring system, Johnny?
Well, we wanted people that are non-bowlers especially, when they're flipping through the channels and they start watching bowling, really easy for them to understand how the scoring system works. The best score you can bowl is 10. The frame isn't over until all the pins are knocked down. It's very simple. The person with the least amount of shots knocking them all down by the 10 frames is the winner.
Hey, Johnny, let me just start by saying thank you for further complicating my life.
Complicating?
Listen,
this is
Rob,
great. This takes the math, the subtraction, the addition, the multiplication out of it. This is easy.
Simple for you. I'm used to the old way.
Right. The thing here, though, is the second shot is just as critical as the first. Wendy must make this 10 pin, otherwise she has to shoot it again.
Yeah, and that's a great point, John. And you know, I'm not sure we'll see a lot of it on the cheetah pattern because a high-scoring pattern, not difficult to get to the pocket, but, you know, a 2-4-8-10 split, a 2-8-10 split, you know, it's not just 9 out anymore. It's, you know, you have to throw shots until you clear all the pins off the deck.
Oh, absolutely. You leave the 2-8-10, you better make double wood, because if you don't carry that back pin, you have the 8-10 left up and you've already used 2 shots.
Here's Wendy-Macpherson.
Get up.
Yeah, and Jodi-Woessner got them all to drop there. Fortunate. And now, here is Wendy Mac.
She's a world traveler. Just got back from Malaysia. A couple of weeks off for her back in Las Vegas, and then it's off to Japan again for more bowling. And that shirt is colorful. I love it.
Understatement.
Here it comes.
Messenger is going to avoid the 10.
A little thing about Wendy. Wendy and I are going into the USBC Hall of Fame in a couple of weeks together, so I guess she's going to have to go over to Reno before she goes back there.
That's right, John. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you, and congratulations to Wendy.
Yeah, we're talking to Wendy about it. She says, you know, I'm actually starting to get a little bit nervous about it. You know, I want to make sure I can make the walk without stumbling. I can have a good speech.
Well, she can make 10 pins.
And back-to-back week 10s, unfortunately for her, is 2 points of frame.
2 points of frame.
So now she's trailing already. Both Carolyn Dorin-Ballard and Jodi-Woessner have both started this match with a strike. I think I'm getting the hang of this, Rob.
It takes
John?
a while, but it'll happen. Here's Woessner from just outside of Toledo, Ohio. Two strikes, 2 points.
Exactly.
You want to be low, not high here.
She's up 2 shots on Wendy already.
Now, of these three, whoever has the lowest score will automatically move on to our championship match. So at the end of our first 1 hour show, we will know 2 of our finalists, and we will know 1 person that has been eliminated.
John, Carolyn was talking about getting a little help from Hall of Fame husband Ballard. We'll talk about that in a minute.
After 2, Macpherson in last. Jodi-Woessner. Three for Woessner, who was recently married in Lake Tahoe, early January. Carolyn Dorin-Ballard up now, and what a great coach she has.
Yeah, and I was saying earlier that husband Ballard inducted into the PBA Hall of Fame earlier this year. He said, you know what, I think we need to change our footwork, and got Carolyn to step over with that second step in front of her left. And to me, the first thing I notice is how much better her leverage is at the bottom of the swing.
Oh, absolutely, and she gets so much more on the ball because of it. Flat 10 there, but she's increased her ball speed and her revs off her hand. Yeah, exactly.
She doesn't have that swing bouncing out as much. Now it stays more underneath her shoulder, and to me, it just looks like she's so much in such a better position at the bottom of the swing.
Yes, it is. In the U.S. Open, she was able, for the first time, to really compete and just missed a cut playing the 5th arrow, where normally she didn't have enough ball to be able to play in there, and she did a really good job that week.
She gave great props to her husband, saying, yeah, Del has such a great eye for coaching. He only needs to see me bowl a game, and after 20 minutes or so, he can say, A, B, C, go work on it.
Well, Del is always, besides being a terrific bowler, really knows the game very well. He's been a student of the game his whole life, and obviously it's showing up with Carol.
Wendy-Macpherson, one of the greatest in women's bowling. Oh. Still cannot find her first strike here in Lake Wales.
John, I don't think Wendy-Macpherson's digging your scoring system a whole lot, because she's gone week 10, ripper 7. And with a conversion on the 7-pin here, she's going to have 6 in the 3rd frame. Carolyn Dorin-Ballard at 4. And Jodi-Woessner is perfect through 3 frames, striking all 3 frames. She only has 3.
That's true, Randy, but 1 frame can do you in. Just 1 errant shot can do you in. Whoops.
So she is going to continue
to shoot it again.
To throw.
That's what can really get you right here.
Yeah, and that's the thing, you know, and you put this same scoring on say a tough U.S. Open wall pattern, you could be there for a while.
You could be there for a while. You can shoot scores in the high 20s on that.
Now this is essentially 3-putting, hoping not to 4-putt here.
Very good, Rob. You hit it right on the nose. That's it. And I 4-putt every green, by the way.
Yeah, 4-putting, nothing new to me as well. So Wendy-Macpherson struggling here in match 1 with 7 points. Jodi-Woessner perfect through 3. Carolyn Dorin-Ballard steps up, living now in North Richland Hills, Texas. 1 in Cheektowaga, New York, just outside of Buffalo in early December. Had a 2nd place finish in Baltimore the following week and was 3rd in Reno, partnering with Sean Rash at the Don and Paula Carter Mixed Doubles Championship.
Whoops.
Whoa.
Oh, my.
Boy, and that's the last thing I would have thought to have seen, especially with this oil pattern and with Carolyn Dorin-Ballard as good as she is. But it just goes to show you, you get it going right early, you miss it just enough at the bottom of the swing, and it can go in.
And now she really has to dig in mentally. Just that's only 1 shot, and make believe it's a brand new frame.
Untimely gutter balls run in the family.
Oh, Rob, you're cruel.
Del's stalking me right now outside the center.
You.
That's fine. I can run fast. Great recovery.
Yeah, it really is, and now it only counts as 2.
It only counts as 2.
And it could have been a mess because anything could have happened on that next shot. So that's a great recovery.
Great recovery.
But
just
then again,
like ring and 10 spare.
Right,
Same
but
thing.
John, you know, you don't win 20 titles on the women's tour without having a little maple moxie.
Exactly, Randy. One of the strong points about Carolyn is her mental game. She's so strong mentally that she is really, really tough in the clutch when she has to be.
Wendy-Macpherson only bowled 4 tournaments, all as an alternate this year. She won it all in Medford, Oregon.
There you go.
Huge.
Finally.
And now she pulls within 2 of Carolyn Dorin-Ballard.